Well, hello and welcome. You have just jumped into my studio tonight, and I'm Sherri, and I am thrilled to have you all here to help me practice my live streaming as I run and race towards becoming a YouTuber. Yeah, I'm 50 and I'm going to be a YouTuber, friends, and you are helping me. I have a bunch of special treats today for us to go through, but I just want to say in the chat, I love what you guys are saying. Amela, I would just really like to say, Leo and Mia, I love your mom so much. And I have heard that you guys are amazing kids. Now, if also my friend Amy is here, I think there's some other kids. And if my daughter Ashley is here, maybe even Logan would make an appearance. I don't know, but it's great to have some kids in the house tonight. Guys, I am so very excited to be learning. Learning is living, right? So thank you for the opportunity to keep practicing and doing some great things. We are going to do one of my favorite celebrations, and it is birthday. So I'm going to do a couple birthday cards for you today, some that were inspired, and we're going to keep one really on the simple side of things, and I'm going to try and do one a little bit more on the complicated sides of things. My friend Jackie is in the house, and Jackie, I can't thank you enough. She and I actually met at card making classes. Not only is she a beautiful artist, incredible watercolors, and a heart to learn more and more, but she and I do card classes together. So Jackie, this won't be the most tutorial-esque. This is a little bit about the angles and the lighting and the sound, and I hope I'm doing okay. Let me know in the chat if I am doing okay, friends. That would be very helpful as well, because I'm trying to watch lots of things as we go on here. I am not a baby at 50. Well, maybe, but Mia and Leo are the babies in the house tonight, for sure. So let's see. Oh, Peter's here as well. You know what, guys? This is a love fest for my family. I am telling you, I have got some really great things, and I'm going to see if I can share one of the upgrades from last week that I figured out. And I'm glancing across the way because remember last week, if you were here, I got really warm because the doors were closed. Donna, hello. I could practically wave to you from the window. Donna is one of my neighbors. So let me see if I can do something special here and show you guys a bit of a treat. First, I got this. There he is. Look at Fred is in the house. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley's dad is in the house, and he is here tonight to help me with whatever I need help with because I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But Fred, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We're learning things, and we have discovered that as of right now, when we did this setup, Fred comes up as Sherri in the chat. So don't be fooled if anything kind of slight happens. It could be Fred. We're going to try and fix that for later and next time. And then as well, let me go over here and show you. We're going to get going with some birthday stuff today. Now, Barb. Oh, I just saw Barb. Hello, Barb. I'm glad you're here too. I love birthdays. You could call me a birthday princess, and I would absolutely take it in stride. I am. It's true. Eric and Claude hosted a tea party for my 50th earlier this year, and it was quite lovely. But I wanted to start with first you have to know I do love to handwrite things. So I wanted to start with a couple of birthday things. So first, this is so neat to me. Two of my friends have birthdays this week. So Anne, if you are here or coming later or see this sometime else, happy birthday to you. I do hope you check the mail. And Caroline, can I just tell you guys? So one of my dear friends, Lori, her son Tyler, who is also a dear friend, has the sweetest girl in his life now. And she's actually called Caroline. So we can call her Sweet Caroline. And this weekend, we're doing a family birthday dinner with her. Fred is going to help me. We are making Omi's red cabbage, the black forest cake, which Fred, can you type in German and put how you say black? Oh, Anne, happy birthday to you. Anne, I'm so glad. But black forest cake, we're making that for Caroline. And I think Caroline might be here this evening as well, too. So I can't wait to celebrate and I just love celebrating. It's wonderful. Now, Caroline's there. Yay! I can't wait for your birthday dinner either. That's fantastic. Okay, so also I mentioned family affair here. I think my mom may be listening. We're having a little technical difficulty in getting her signed into the YouTube part of things so she can be in the chat. But you know what? That's okay. We don't all have to be in the chat. I would love it if everybody could, though, who is in the chat, say hi to my mom. She's Gloria. She goes by Glow. She made me, and I think did a pretty good job. a pretty good job, right? Like, I think so. So please go ahead and say hi to Gloria. She also goes by Glow, Glo, which is not the same as Tyra's Glow Fashion, but it is a pretty neat thing indeed. And I forget where banners are. There's banners. Okay, so that's for mom. So where was I? Other things I wanted to say, and Ashley's in the house as well too. Ashley had a big surgery last week. She was nervous heading into Edmonton or Calgary. I can never remember which one it was, but she did great. And we send you lots of wonderful healing vibes, Ashley, for sure. Which is interesting. When you think about vibes, does anybody know why we do good wishes to people on birthday, like blow out candles and make a wish? We send good wishes, we make cards, we celebrate with cake. Does anybody know why that is something that we do as a regular thing? It's a pretty easy one when you think about it, actually. So here's what it is. It used to be thought of like in, I don't know how ancient times we can say this, but historically, civilization was, more afraid of things, evil spirits. They didn't necessarily know. Dan Adamson is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, talk amongst yourselves. But listen, the good vibes thing. So, did you know that civilization, sometime historically, felt that birthdays were sort of a calendar type time when you could be under more stress from any, I guess, evil spirits that could be coming after you? This is a bit outside of my realm, but that is why people started the traditions of wishing you well and sending good wishes to you as kind of a bit of a protection. So it was to protect you from any harm. And I think that's a very nice thing. So we've got absolutely wonderful ways of making good wishes now. We are going to find a way to celebrate with some birthday cards today. And then I'd love to know, and this was really a brainstorm from Barb. Barb, you have had such good ideas. Kimberly, I think Kimberly's in the house as well too. Yay, guys. Thank you for being here. But what was I saying? Somebody remind me. I know, Corinta, totally feeling the being a 50-year-old and knowing Romper Room. That's my jam. That's where I am. So, okay. What was I saying, guys? Anybody? Oh, Barb's ideas. Barb's ideas have been amazing. One of the ideas that she had was to remind me to ask you, not only just where you tune in from, but is anybody here that was invited by somebody else? I know Barb had sent some invitations out to people, and the magic of YouTube is pretty spectacular. I don't actually know who gets invited to these things unless I'm personally telling you to come here, which is how most of us got here this evening. Let's be frank, friends. But eventually there's an algorithm that's going to send this out to the universe when I'm an actual real YouTuber. But until then, it's us. And then these get re-recorded. So feel free to send these out and share to your friends. I'm going to do this again next week and really, really strive. So last week, I invited about 8 friends to come help me practice. This week, I got that number up to 40. And next week, I, along with Jackie singing Sweet Caroline, are absolutely going to try for 100. I don't know, friends. Everybody's busy. But yes, we've got to absolutely be able to say, we can find 100 people who want to come and watch this. So let's get going. Did I do all of the things? Oh, there's just one other thing that I want to show you. See my handwriting? Look at that. There's one other thing I want to show you that I just think is so neat. So see these beautiful flowers over here? Now, as a card maker, as a paper crafter, there's lots of stores that we can go to. I personally do not want to get stuff from a nameless Amazon type of place. I want to be somebody that is an opportunity to have their independent business grow and to be able to shop in a boutique way and stimulate our economy that way. So this past weekend, I went to a destashing sale at the Paper Crafters Workshop. Here we go, Paper Crafters Workshop. Now this is in Stouffville, Ontario. They did not pay me to put this up here, friends, and I am fine with that. That's how much I love them. Possibly because the owners are also named Sherri with one R and Matt. But we did this destashing sale where I took stuff from Lisa's craft, from Sarah's craft, things that I was done with as well, went to the sale, and then other paper crafters came to the garage sale and purchased stuff that they wanted at huge discounts. And I just want to say thank you to Sarah. She brought over flowers to say thanks for taking all of her stuff because she couldn't make it and go, but it was absolutely lovely. Did I see Dr. Chris Adamson in the house? I feel like I did. And I feel like he might be able to figure out how to get the Fred thing so that Fred could be Fred instead of Sherri in the thing. So guys, Chris, I'm very, very happy that you're here as well too. What do you say? Are you ready to get crafting? Shall we try this? Okay. Now last week I did lots. I prepared lots this week. Verna said something to me just earlier tonight saying, remember to relax and enjoy yourself. So this is me enjoying myself. I did not over prepare everything, but I am absolutely happy to be doing some very fun crafting. Let me get you set up so that I can do this correctly over here. There we go. So I'm going to hang out in the corner. I think I can move me. No, I don't know how to move me. Sorry. Everybody don't get too dizzy. It's going to be okay. All right. So I love this craft paper pad. It is designer paper, they would call it. There's all kinds of different colors and patterns and beautiful things within this particular design. The idea is that some smarter designer than me figured out how to make these colors blend, get these little characters doing things. So I have picked a couple things here. And though I haven't seen Alex yet, this first card that we're going to do is inspired by Alex and Chris. And they will know why in just one short moment as I go and get my stuff. So, Christopher, is Mr. Beans with Alex? Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at this. These are dachshunds. Now, dachshunds are very important to me because my dad's family was all about the dachshunds. They named theirs Wiggy, and we have gotten up to Wiggy the third, the fourth, the fifth. I think there was a Wiggy Esquire in there. So dachshunds are where they are. But the dachshund who I love most today is Mr. Beans. And absolutely, Chris, we're going to have some fun making a dachshund-inspired card. Now, hoping this one's going to be a little easy, I'm going to go ahead and make a card that is this size is going to be 5 by 7. So I want to show you the product that I've chosen today. So this is a company called Lawn Fawn. They do really cute stuff. And this is a die cut that I'm going to leverage and use and show you. And we're going to put together this card on a slightly bigger format. So this is a little piece of foam. See how if I hold up just a piece of paper, they are different in dimension. Don't know if you can see that all together. So this is thicker and it's a piece of foam. See, I can fold it over, a piece of foam. I'm going to use this because I'm going to cut out the happy birthday on my die cutting machine here. As soon as I find where I just put that die, you guys. Oh, this die in my hand. Yes, this one. And that little foam piece I must have just put down. Lord, help me. Here it is. Got it. Okay, let's move this aside. This is called the Big Shot. Now, I have tried a couple different things to figure out camera angles on doing this. There are some really wonderful crafters out there that are YouTubers that do this craft that have cameras everywhere in their room, kind of like when a cooking show shows you the stove or the cutting board or things. I haven't figured that out, friends. We have this much space right in front of me. That's all you're getting. So what I'm going to do is take this machine. I've got these plates that go into it, this die cutting and foam. I'm going to put them down. Now, when I'm normally doing this, I'm perpendicular. So I think I'm just going to try and show you this. You'll get the idea. Watch. It's a hand cranked press that is going through. That's pretty good. You can get the idea of what we're doing. And I'm cutting that foam. Yeah, I think we got that. We're making it okay. All right. And what I've just done is cut out with that die cut a big old happy birthday in the foam. Now, because I'm still learning how to do everything all at once here with the YouTube stuff, I have done some TV magic work tonight to prep myself. Let me show you. One sec. See, this is going to be the happy birthday. Okay. So that's the die cutting machine. Let me move that. But I'm going to show you TV magic. Woo-woo. Okay. So in the TV magic, we have our card base. And look, it's magically all beautifully cut out. Now, back to our dachshunds. So I have a piece of the dachshund paper that I've cut to 5 by 7. And we're going to use this as the foam for this beautiful glitter. So what I'm going to do first is adhere this glitter layer to the foam so it's going to pop up off of the card. So let me put these aside and we're going to do a little bit of gluing. And while we do that, I would love for you guys in the chat to tell me a favorite. Oh, I just saw Alex. Did you see Beans? Oh, I wish I could see Beans right now. Okay, so I'd love to hear some of your favorite birthday traditions in your family. Is it a special cake that you have and everybody has the same one for their birthdays? Is it a dinner? I know Lori's favorite dinner, spaghetti for her birthday. That was a normal thing to have. I think in our family, Fred had an interesting one. I don't know, Fred, if you're still sharing in the chat, but go ahead and tell us, Fred, what your Omi's rules were for birthdays. I think that's an interesting one. And then, Jazzy, you guys get tuxedo cake for your birthday? Okay, text me when your birthday is, and I will show up randomly to make sure that I can have tuxedo cake with you. Although I am doing low carb right now, and it's really paying off, so I might just have to enjoy you eating it. Jazzy has just recently moved here to do her first year at Conestoga College in the graphic arts program, and it was competitive to get in. She had to do a whole portfolio and presentation. It was beautiful. So I've just used my glue press here to glue up the back of the glitter level. Dan, I think I wanted glitter to make you smile because I feel like you would smile with a little bit of bling on a card, right? Okay, let's see. What else are people saying here? What's a tuxedo cake? Claude, we should get you to make us a tuxedo cake. All right. Jazzy, you'll have to explain to Claude what a tuxedo cake is. So I've just adhered these two together. I'm going to get this trusty acrylic block out so that I can put it on top and weight that down as it's working. This is also one of my other ideas. Lori told me to figure out my cameras. She gave me a couple ideas of how to stay in the dot a little better. So I'm hoping I'm doing that better. And also I've got this pad for me to work on, which was just something that I figured would be a little helpful. Okay, so card we're making 5x7. All right, Amilla, TV magic is the best thing ever. I hope that Leo and Mia are having fun watching us do this. Okay, so the card base 5x7, which means I want to frame it up. Look at this. We're going to put some green behind our dachshunds here. So I'm going to get this a 1/4 inch down from the 5x7 that I originally cut it out to. So if you can see the markings, that's great. So I'm going to go down 1/4 inch on the side. Tyra, I know this is one of your favorite sounds. Oh, and look at my lovely life. This goes to 6 inches and it's a 7-inch card. Watch this eyeball. That's not TV magic. That's just Sherri saying, I don't know what else to do when it isn't precise. So that felt like a 1/4 inch to me. Okay, this sound, I think we could do ASMR shorts the entire time with that. Hey, Lisa, is Sydney with you? Is she watching along? The next one that I'm going to do, I'm going to make that even smaller again so we can do it. So we took a 1/4 inch off, which is what the green size is now. So it's 1/4. I'm going to take a 1/2 inch off of this. Can I confess something to you guys? When it's a pretty little paper with little items like a cute little dachshund with a face, I have a little trouble sometimes about where I make the cut because I don't want to cut the little heads off. But in this case, it's for art. Let's go. Okay, cut that one down. Phew. No actual dachshunds were hurt in the making of this card. And then I'm going down to, we'll try this as 6 1/4 and see. Since I eyeballed that one, let's just see how we're doing for the mat. Okay, so I can see it's a little wider at the bottom than it is on the sides, which just means this poor little dachshund's nose was not enough to cut off. So I'm going to take this a bit. And you know what? I can smell the flowers that Sarah brought over this afternoon, and they are beautiful. All right, let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think we're going to go with that. Now, we'll move our favorite sound maker, also known as a guillotine, off to the side. Often when you're doing, can I say art? Like the corners, you want the corners to match, but sometimes there are some nice things you can do to be a little extra arty. And so I'm just going to punch the corners here. See that? I have just rounded the corner off with this little punch. So I'm going to do that all the way around. It's just a nice little extra piece of flair, right, Jackie? We love a little bit of flair to make our cards absolutely beautiful. So now I've rounded those corners off, and I've never cut glitter paper because this cardstock is quite thick here. So I've never cut glitter paper with this, but I'm just going to try. Should I do a little test piece to see so I don't ruin the piece that I'm using for the card? Yes, Sherri, we should. And there's a little test piece right there. Let's see. Okay, it works. It cuts. I'm safe. It's good, friends. We're going for it. Okay. So I'm lining that up. I'm punching on the corners. This is going to make it all matchy-matchy. Hi, Sydney. I see you. Oh, I'm so glad. You know what, Sydney? I'm thinking we probably need a coffee date sometime soon. That would be a very fun thing. When Amella and I went out recently, I was able to try tequila that has been liberated of its alcohol. And that meant my margarita was Kool-Aid. We're pretty sure it was Kool-Aid. But all right, so here we go. We've got the little corners made. We've got the dachshunds ready to go. I've got glitter everywhere, which is so fun. I can't wait to vacuum. Okay, so Liv, I did the test. I hope that so Liv and I are also very close in proximity. If I glance this way and smile and wave at you, it's all the good intentions I have that I can send over your way. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Simple, simple, simple. I want to go ahead and tape the glitter down first. And I'm going to go ahead with this double-sided tape and just go next one. Okay, so we've got our glitter. Truth telling here, some people, when they're putting a full mat on top of a piece of glitter, will cut out the middle piece because this stuff's more expensive than this stuff. But tonight we're going for the feel of a luxurious card. I wonder if I can remember to send this to Alex on her birthday. Probably because Alex and I have the same birthday. So it actually might happen. She was nowhere near 50, just so we're clear. Okay, glue. Come. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do two things. Because this is going on glitter and is textured, I'm going to put a bit of the double-sided tape down. And I'm going to use the glue, which, let's see if I remembered from last week. Oh, I did test before I was on camera. So here we go. And I'm just putting some glue on because the tape and glue together will be extra strong going in. We can make this like a golf cart at some point, right? Okay. Hairspray. Hairspray does what? I need to know. I bet it does something about glitter. And I'd love to know who knew that. Okay. So, Lauren, it does look more polished when it's like this, isn't it? And actually, you know what? You can round these corners off, but we're not going tonight. So remember this guy? We did him with the foam, so he's nice and raised up. So all I'm going to do here is look at my dachshunds and decide the positioning of where I would like to have this. I'm often happy with a middle placement when it's a nice big greeting like this. And I'd just like to point out there's lots and lots of lights on here, and I'm not sure you can see the best how well this is actually coming up because of the foam that's behind it and it's raised. So hopefully in the photographs it will come together. But all we're going to do to finish off this card and then move on to our next one is glue this guy in. So just on the back of the foam here, I'm going in with some light dots of glue. Now, while I'm doing this, oh, you know what else? Corinta and I have very close birthdays, and so do Suzanne and I. Actually, in our family, our birthdays are all clustered together. Pete, Suzanne, and I were in Mexico one year for our birthdays. And I think when we were there, it's our birthdays all within a week or something, isn't it, Suzanne? It's pretty close. Something like that. I'm sure if I was not gluing right now with such concentration and focus, I would remember when everybody's birthday is. All right, these tools are cool, Ashley. I think we should definitely get you one of these glue presses. To me, this is such a neat invention. And you know what? It came out, I don't know, Jackie, when was it? But it sold out so quickly because it was one of those products that all crafters knew and understood how to use. And it became a beautiful and incredible tool for everybody pretty instantly, an overnight sensation. Okay, so I'm going with this placement here. Just going to take the brick and put this down. And just give that a nice little press. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our first card. What do you think? Jackie, hearing you say it's awesome is such a big compliment. Mia wants to get, oh, you know what I forgot that I could be doing here? Let me see what this one says. Mia, I'm coming to you, sweetheart. It says, Mia wants me to get you to make her a wolf theme card. Mia, have you ever been to Great Wolf Lodge? They have the best milk and cookies and story times. Okay, so Caroline, would it be okay if I gave you this one for your birthday? No, it's for Alex. It's coming up. I'm saving it for March for Alex. I'm going to figure out what to make for Caroline absolutely differently. Okay. Jazzy, you think it looks great? I'm loving that my graphic art friends think that it's looking great. All right. Now, putting this aside. Yes, that's a time to put this aside now. We're going to move that over. And we're coming out to our next card. This is the last card that I'm doing today. So hopefully my timing is going to be great. Lauren, do you remember this little guy, bringing him back? I think he came back from Japan with you. He's my little tray that I hold little bits and pieces in when I'm doing some fancy stuff. with the die cuts, which we're going to do now. So Lauren, if you remember in the chat, tell us where you got this beautiful little dish that I keep on my desk and love using. And feel free to tell us how Japan was this time around. I think it's been a little bit since you've been back. Okay, I'm going to think about what I'm doing here. Ooh, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. Okay, so my favorite things is the company that made this set. They do beautiful work. They work very hard to have their products made in the USA. They use great steel when they're making their die cuts. It's great. Have you figured out what we're going to make with this yet? Wait, wrong way around. This is I love that you said this, and I just love you guys. Look at the clapping going on. Okay, and now I'm taking that off. Okay, anybody figured out what this is? Often people call me this. This is a unicorn, my friends, and we are going to use. There's cute little sentiments that came with it, such as "You are simply magical," "You're rare and beautiful." You're one in a unicorn, and we're going to use one magical birthday wishes. What we're going to use in that. So my TV magic, I did some stuff ahead of time here. What I'm going to do is build these. Now, if you have ever done puzzles, you are going to love die cutting. And what I've done is I cut everything out in the white first because I want to make this a little bit dimensional and raise it up. So as we go, this big piece here, I'm going to start with it. And I'm just taking this. This is a white cardstock, and I think 100 pound, 110 pound. It's hammer mill. So Jackie, if you know, or Kimberly, if you know, is it 100-pound hammer mill? I think it probably is. So I've just put 2 of those together. That's going to be the base of our unicorn. And now I'm going to start pulling in some of the fancy pieces to make our unicorn come to life. When I cut this out, I also cut out like a pink unicorn to do that. We're not using that one quite to start, but we are going to use the pieces. Let me show you some of our colors here as I try and figure out the best way to lay everything down in front of me. Okay, moving aside. Hey, Steph, are either of the boys on listening to us? Because you know I love your boys. All right. Blue. We want some blue. Mental note, these are too deep for me to get the little pieces out of easily. Okay, that's why we're practicing, friends. Okay, here's some blue pieces. Here's some of the yellow pieces. I know Eva is a brilliant puzzler, and her dad built her a tabletop to go over their pool table in their home so that they could do puzzles. And I think Eva, Jackson's in the house. I think Eva, what was the biggest puzzle you did? I remember you used to get up early in high school to be able to do it before you went to school. All right, let's see how I did. Do I have enough of these pieces? All right. So Jackson, I hope that your music lessons went really well tonight. We're going to put this guy down here, and we're going to do, there are tiny little markings on the unicorn itself, so I can see where these things go, but I'm not entirely sure I can see where they go. So let's try pink. Pink is going to go, might have to look at a reference picture, friends. Oh, wait, I think I got it. No, this one must go up here, and this one goes, so let me change those around so that this guy goes here. Looks backwards. Must be upside down. Feeling better about that. Okay. And this one. How about, no, I feel like this must go down here. This is one of those moments when, oh, yep. Oh, look, we got it. That's where that goes. Okay. And this must go. I wonder if there's an extra piece that I haven't even figured out yet. I don't think so. But you know what we can do? We can make it up. We don't have to just follow their guidelines. Let's see. I can make it. Okay, that's going to be our unicorn there, friends. So let's get these glued down. Now you saw I stacked them up this way. I'm just going to try and move them across here. I'm going to start with the blue on the bottom. And did anybody in the chat talk about talk about their family birthday traditions, and somebody else thinks, hey, we're going to try doing that. That will be fun. I like when we can learn. Was this piece just rogue here? I think it was. You guys are good. I'm going to watch the replay of this and be like, why was this so complicated? Because I'm thinking of a million things at once, I guess. All right, we're going to try this, and that. Okay, pink next. Pink next, friends. I would love to make cards with you, Mia. I think your mom and I just figured out a fun date we could have. And Jax, you know I could always do cards with you, my friend. We could do it up at the cottage. All right. Here we go. Yellow going in next. There we go. Oh, this unicorn. She is going to be. Hey, are unicorns girls or boys? Or all? Maybe they're all. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. And now we've got some blue. Blue on the unicorn going right here. Okay. So you can see on that little piece what I've done. I've made a beautiful unicorn mane. Now, to help me not get confused, I'm going to move these ones off. And I'm going to put them in there. And then I'm going to come back. And now look at this. This is a little tiny nose that goes on the front of the unicorn. Not its horn yet, but a little nose. So there it is in yellow. There's the little nose in pink. Oh, I like that because there's only one stroke of the pink there. And I think we have enough blue going on with the double blue in the mane that we don't need to do that. Right? Okay. So what do you think, friends? Is it a yellow-nosed unicorn or a pink-nosed unicorn? Ashley, did you just ask about bangs? I love you. Look at this. Look at this. Bangs! Bangs! So, should we matchy-matchy or should we change out one of the other bangs for the opposite color that we use? How about that, friends? Pink? Okay, Verna, I saw it. You said it. We're going. Now, was pink for the nose or was it for the bangs? Okay, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to look up at the chat. I'm going to breathe because Verna reminded me this is fun, friends. We're having fun. Okay, Jazzy, you are my graphic designer consultant here tonight. I'm going yellow with the bangs. Let's glue these puppies down before I have to make any more decisions. Look at that. Jazzy, can you see that? Everybody else is agreeing with you too. I'm so glad. Okay, so this guy's going down. And we've got him glued down. And now we're doing this. And yellow fringe, pink nose. I'm loving that I got this, you guys. Caroline, maybe this will be your birthday card. I'm having so much fun with it. Okay, so now let's get these extra pieces out. And we got to, I had an art teacher when I was a kid who told me that you need, the eyes are what brings art to life. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little dot here to put down this tiny little eye. And that little eye is bringing it to life. I think we just have to do the best part. And I did it in gold. And I'm going to put it on the back here. Look at that. We got a unicorn, guys. All right. So I have kind of glued this guy down to the paper below me. We will keep working on this and make improvements as we go. On the back of the card, can anybody see where my double-sided tape is? There it is. On the back of the card, I'm just going to put a little smidge of the double-sided tape and a little dot of the glue. And I'm not too worried because this unicorn horn, well, for one, it's magical. Right, Leo? Right? It's magical, so it's not going to fall off when we do it. But also, I'm going to be adhering this to the card. So I got a little bit of extra glue kind of seeping out onto the gold, so I'm just going to scratch that off a little bit there. Let's take a look. Feel free to make up names in the chat for our little unicorn here as we go. Let me get these out of my way here. My precious little unicorn names. Let me see what you've got. And then also, remember I told you I'm doing some low carbing. This is a 0 sugar Reese's peanut butter cup. I think it's time for a snack. I think 0 sugar is the most miraculous thing. It's not exactly a peanut butter cup, but it's peanut butter cup-esque, and it makes me happy. So I see, as Fred and I are learning how to use this, Kiara, Fred is mentioning Kiara in the chat to me, which if he used more words with Kiara's name, maybe I would understand what he meant. But Kiara, I'd just like you to know I love you. And I'm glad that you're here. And do people want to wait, Fred, did you want to name the unicorn, Kiara? That would be a blatant use of somebody who we already know. Sparkles, Lori, I hadn't seen you yet tonight. Yes, Do you know Lori has the best pool of all that I know? I realized I can't eat and talk at the same time to you guys. This is wait, okay, Lori, the pool. Last year she got an inflatable unicorn for me and we named it Sparkles. So I feel like Sparkles, I love you, Kara. I feel like Sparkles is the name we're going to use for this. So, okay, talk amongst yourselves for it's got to be Sparkles uniform. I agree, Claude. Well, I have my peanut butter cup and get the card base ready. I have sprinkles. Okay, let's see. Or balloons, because it is a birthday card. Okay, what do you think, friends? Do we love sparkles with balloons? That looks nice. Do we love sparkles with sprinkles? She could be sprinkles. I'm feeling sprinkles, guys. Now, let's see if we can put the other pieces together. So I'll move her out of the way. So I previously used a stamp and stamped this. I thought you guys would be forgiving that I wasn't doing that on camera. One day, I will get to a point where I can do it all on camera. Okay, sprinkles for the win. That's where we are. Blue background. Move sprinkles up a little bit. Can put this along the bottom like that. Or, because you guys are my design team. Oh, do you know who just got here? One sec. Let me see if I can just show you. Hang on. This will be worth it. Luigi, did you want a peanut butter cup? Yeah, I bet you did, but you can't have chocolate. No, I love you. You are chocolate. Okay, back to the show, my friends. Hang on. That was Luigi. Okay, he just got back from the cottage today and he is exhausted. I think he swam the whole way. Okay, so, Fred just came to get Luigi because he's paranoid that I'm freaking out right now that Luigi's here. Okay, so we've got some pink and blue. We've got some blue and blue. It seems like this is going better, right? Pink, Jazzy. Blue, Barb. Okay, you know what, Jazzy? Barb has been a designer a lot longer than you, so I feel like I'm gonna go with her little suggestion on, and I forget what she said. Glenna, Darcy, I'm so glad you're here. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna do pink because absolutely. Oh, Verna, you must be really good at going to live streams because you used hearts for your thing. I love that. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Okay, friends, we are doing this and making it right. Can't forget the envelope that we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that in a minute. So what we need now is a card base. I'm thinking I'm done with these. So I'm going to move them over. So to make our card base, we'll just move our little unicorn over here a bit. Sprinkles, sparkles, sparkles. I think we called her sprinkles. Okay, reaching for my score buddy, taking the full flat piece of cardstock to make the base, coming in, coming in at 4 1/4, making a nice fold, and I'm going to get my bone folder and just get that crease really nice and sharp so it will stand up pretty when perhaps Caroline gets this card and displays it proudly in her room. So now we have a folding card base. I'd like you to know that over the course of the weekend, I was making some cards and made an entire card that opened like this without knowing it. I was not happy at the end of it, but okay, here we go. We've got this. Now, again, I have cut out our background to be the same size as the page. But one thing that I think will be very sharp is if we actually mat it on a little bit of black. Let me show you. So this is going to go down as our first mat. Let's bring our friend. Here we go. Get your ASMR ready to go. Okay, so card is 4 1/4. Black mat is 4. So I'm going down to 4 3/4. Make sure I'm straight. Okay, I'm straight but not narrow, friends. Let's be clear. Okay, and then got to shorten up the other side as well too. So 5 1/2 is the height. The black one is 5 1/4. So this one will be 5. Okay, here we go. Love me some of that guillotine sound. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use the glue on the back of the black. Now, Hey, Corinta, maybe your girls are in the background watching with you too. They are a little bit older than Mia and Leo. All right, here we go. Putting that down as straight as we can. Yes. Coming in with, now, paper is thinner, so I'm going to use a double-sided tape on the back of my paper. The glue might make it a little wobbly. So, you know what I mean by wobbly? Like might make it sort of bumps within the paper. So see how sharp that looks? It just really, really pops nicely. And then let's see, our sweet little unicorn is going to go about there. And I'm going to trim down the pink and the blue. So let me do this. Anybody remember what that inside measurement was? No? Okay, we're going to remember together. So cards 4 1/4. The black is 4. That's 3. And I think I'll leave it the full width. Or maybe I'll go down 1/4 inch as well too. No, I'm going to leave it the full width. Let's just see. That should be the width of the sparkly paper. And then this is a little fussy, but I'm going to cut this off on both sides a little bit so that it is inside, but that's so this is still centered. Okay. All right, 3 3/4. Ashley, you are a miraculous memory person tonight, and I love you for it. Okay. All right. Nope, I didn't get it. Well, actually so it could be like this, where it's a stripe on the top and the bottom. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's what we're going with, friends. So guillotine, away. Magical birthday wishes. Let's tape this puppy down. Do you want to hear what else we're having for dinner with Caroline for her birthday on Saturday? We are having rouladen. It's going to be Lori's first time having rouladen. So Caroline has some German background in her, which is what Ashley and Fred and our family all have celebrated all our lives. Well, not all of my life. That was after I came into Fred's life, which is now 28 years ago. Yeah. Okay. Gluing this down. So rouladen, we're having rouladen. We're having spatula. I don't know, Fred, how to say that. Spatula, something. It's going to be lovely. And I'm making a black forest cake that I cannot wait because I'm saving some carbs to be able to do it. Actually, you can't save carbs to be able to have it. It doesn't work quite like that. But I am going to do a hike before I eat anything. So, okay, so here we go. We've got this. Now, our little unicorn is so special that we want to pop them up to show. These are little, I'm going to use these ones. These are little dimensional dots that, like the foam in the happy birthday on the Mr. Bean's card, we're going to do this here so that our little unicorn stands tall and proud on the card. I'm really curious to know what Eric is thinking of this whole thing. I know when he flew in last night, it was late, and I made him promise that he would come. I knew Claude would come because Claude is wonderfully crafty as well too, but this is a bit outside of maybe what Eric's favorite things to do are. Okay, maybe one more there. Let's just, you know what? I'm a chronic over-adherer. Oh, look, I could put one there too. Oh my, I need one there, friends. That got a little away from me. One there, and maybe one there. You know what? It's only tape. It's only paper. It's going to be great. Okay, here we go. So now you just got to take off these double-sided backers. Guys, I think we're doing really well. You want to see something neat? Hang on a second if I can do this real quick. Yeah, my husband wears glasses sometimes, and I love it. It's just so good. I think he's pretty mad at me because he didn't expect that I was going to do that, but that's okay. He's my excellent helper extraordinaire tonight. He is making the red cabbage for our birthday supper with Caroline on Saturday. Now, a fun thing you might not know about me is I love football. And yes, Spatula Lauren, you're right. I love football. I love watching it on Sunday. Tyler and I, that's Caroline's beau, are great football watching friends together. Hang on, I need to concentrate for a second. I think she should come all the way down here like this instead of just floating randomly like that. We're going to do that, friends. Okay. Okay, let's admire this brilliance while I tell you the rest of whatever it was I was saying. Tyler in lederhosen. I think we could, that would be an Instagrammable moment. Are you kidding me, Claude? Eric has this streaming to the TV. That means I'm in one of the most beautiful homes in all of Guelph. And I could just imagine how amazing I look on a huge screen TV. See how red I'm getting? Hey, Verna, go Riders. I hear you. Is that so stinking cute? Look at that. Look at that, guys. So, and I'll tilt it up so you can see. So I was going to say it stands up beautifully. Emma, Emma, I'm so glad Emma is here. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so see how the unicorn is dimensional here. It's popped up from it. I'm telling you, when I put this card in your hands, you feel the nice weight of the heavy cardstock that we use to frame this out. Wasn't I right? The only design thing that I knew tonight was a little bit of black would do actually really, really well, right? Darcy, this is so, so cute. And I love you guys. You're also amazing. Look at that. We've got so adorable. It looks great. I love how cute this is. And you know what? You had something to do with putting this together with me. And I love that we did that together. So here's what I have learned. Let me show you the cards. This one, and where's Mr. Beans here? Okay, so friends, take a look. In just this last hour here, we have used a couple of really cool tools. We have chatted about birthdays. We have been getting back into wonderful conversation with each other, because maybe you haven't seen some of the people that are in the chat here today, or maybe it's the first time that you're meeting some of the people here. So what I hope to be able to do and build is a community with YouTube as sort of that central hub for me, to be able to really find a way to communicate a craft that I love. Because while I love the paper piecing and the making of putting everything together, it really is the person that I totally love being able to make it for. So I think that it's important when I'm making something, and this is something I learned from my mom, who is a maker, my aunt, my grandmothers would do this. You put really good intention. Remember we talked at the beginning about those vibes? Well, when you put the really good intention into what you're doing, I think it comes through to the person that you're giving it to. I think that it's important to be able to really kind of intend for good things to come of the people that you are sharing with. So what I want you guys to know today is that I'm thrilled to be able to share my little passion with you, practice in a wonderful and safe way, and really learn, because learning is living. I think it's a really important thing that we want to be able to continue. And as I said, I turned 50 earlier this year. Let me come back over here and talk to you. Hang on one second. We're going to move to here. I'm going to come back to here. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. So whether or not this makes it to Alex for, oh, there you can see a little bit better there with all that nice bling. Alex and Mr. Beans for our birthday next March. Whether this is actually the one that I give to Caroline on Saturday when we have that beautiful gourmet dinner. All of those things are still to be seen. But this is such an amazing and safe opportunity for me to be able to do this. Fred has figured out how to do some very fun things with our YouTube service here, and understanding that. What I would really love is if you subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already. With YouTube, the idea is that you need to have 4,000 watch hours, which can happen from anybody and accumulates over time from all of us. And you need, I think it's 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really far away from that, but I've just begun, and I'm going to keep doing these. If you can come back next Monday at 7 p.m. I have not even thought about what the theme is going to be, but we'll be doing some other really cute things like this that just came up this evening for magical birthday wishes. I think I am going to give this to you, Caroline. I'm just going to say, I am so, so pleased that you guys are here. I am absolutely thrilled to have a chance to learn safely. I appreciate that. Let me go to the comments and just take a minute here to say, oh, is Warren here? Ladies and gentlemen, Warren is in the house. My goodness, I gotta say. But I would love to hear, and we're all, even if you don't all know each other, there's so many connections through me here. Are there any questions you have about what I'm trying to do and what I'm striving to do? Suzanne, I do think Thanksgiving is definitely something that was going to come up. But if you have any questions, I would love to take just a minute before we wrap up here and see if I can if I can answer them on the fly. I would love to hear what you want to know about why I do cards, what I'm doing next, any of those things. I would love, love, love to hear your questions. So, and I see Fred. I feel like our family chats are lighting up because I saw him pick up his phone just now, which is not what he was working on for this before. So there must be lots of wonderful things here. But guys, romper room style. Let me say thank you. Oh my goodness. From Caroline, whose birthday, and Anne, whose birthday, we wish you happy, happy birthday. Oh my gosh, to have like, I have so many of my family people here. Dan, I bet you Mark is watching from somewhere. Eric and Claude, thank you for being here. My goodness, my crafting girlfriends, Darcy and Kimberly and Jackie are in the house. I can't wait for, we're getting together to do our own little retreat. And Kiara and Tyra and Eva. Oh my goodness, I think Erica is here. My neighbors, guys, I have such a beautiful community. Donna, thank you for being here. My goodness, Corinta and Emma, I am so glad you guys are here. I hope to be able to see you in person someday soon, 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 soon. Verna, Winnipeg, I love it. Barb, I was going to say New Orleans. That's a little bit of a flashback. It has been a while since you've been in New Orleans. So Barb, you are in, God help me, Chattanooga. Thank you, Lord. I got that one done. Oh my gosh, Liv, great to have you here. And Steph and Chris, my goodness, Alex, I feel like Mr. Beans is even here. So here's what my request is, friends. Come back next time, 7 p.m. 5.5 years, Barb has been in Chattanooga, and I couldn't say that. So come back next week. But I'm really going to try and reach out to my network and ask 100 people to come here. So every person that you add to that roster is so valuable and so important to me. I would love for you, when this is done streaming, it goes into my YouTube channel, and you can send it to other people to say if they'd like to come and craft and chat with me. That would be great. I will put a thumbnail and schedule it up so they can get a notify me if they want. But I'd love, love, love your help. Please subscribe, and thank you for being here. I love you all so much. You made this absolutely perfect for me, and I can't wait to celebrate you. Have a great evening.